Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson just got a shutout against the Oilers. We had 30 shots in 4 power plays, and we couldn't score on Michael Hutchinson. The Oilers had 2 shots. Sorry, no, the Leafs. The Oilers not only had 2 shots. The Leafs had 2 shots in the first half of the first period. They both went in. They both went in. They both did. You want me at my craziest? You want me at my rawest? Here it is. Here it is. It's not uncontrollable anger all the way. It's whatever you want to call this. I guess you can call it psychopathicness if you want. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson. If you want some entertaining sound bites, or not even sound bites, just some entertaining things to look at, I highly implore you to look at my Twitter. Look at me live tweeting a little bit throughout this game. I didn't do a lot, but I talked about Mikko Koskinen, and then I made a prediction at the end of the first or second period about Michael Hutchinson getting a shutout, which I was right about, by the way. I predicted that, and I ended up being right. I said, man, we're really going to give Michael Hutchinson a shutout. Yeah, we did. We gave him a shutout. No notes, by the way. I don't know if you could tell by me throwing the notebook away. I don't care. This isn't going to have structure. Why would this have structure? I'm making a video on the Edmonton Oilers. Why would there be any structure involved? Why would there be any layout involved? Why would there be any planning or precision involved when making a video about the Edmonton Oilers? Why would there? Why would there? It goes against their entire team's ideology. You call that structure? You call the turnover structure? The one thing that did do really well tonight for the Oilers is, boy, that bake sale was going at an uncontrollable rate. I'm pretty sure they sold more tasty treats that were worth a lot. I'm pretty sure they sold more of those tonight than they did 50-50 tickets. I think they did. This was a failure on every aspect. I mean, it's bad enough that for the second game in a row, on home ice, you get shut out by the Toronto Maple Leafs while allowing multiple goals in the process. But it's also in the fact that, A, the way you allowed these goals was horrifying and horrible. B, the fact that you had 4 power plays and 30 shots and you couldn't get 1 goal. And C, the goalie you had the mission of scoring on was Michael Hutchinson. And it wasn't even a situation where the Leafs sheltered him fully and had easy shots for him. Michael Hutchinson was forced to make actual saves. And you still couldn't beat him. You still couldn't beat him. You still couldn't get anything on him. The closest you got was a shot that rolled behind him, and of course, it rolled right through. Didn't go in the net. Just rolled right through. Over in the corner. Goals his opportunity all night. Mikko Koskinen. Oh yeah, I know. I know a lot of people are here because they want me to talk about Mikko Koskinen. I imagine so anyway. I've tried to defend him. When he's done well, I've backed him. However, how many more times this season are you going to allow either the first shot of the game or a goal within the first 90 seconds of the game in the back of the net? How many times are you going to screw the team over from the start? Now listen, I understand that on the first 2 goals, Ethan Bear and Evan Bouchard, they weren't doing the best job. And I understand that on that third goal, the power play goal by Morgan Riley, it was a bit of a bouncing puck and you couldn't get it. You need to make a save there. You need to. Because you know what Michael Hutchinson did? He made saves. He made a great glove save on Dominic Cahoon earlier in the game. You just sat there and watched William Nylander just chop a puck top corner on you. You watched Zach Hyman just move in there and you didn't even move. That 5-hole goal from Nurse, that might be the most infuriating. The puck was trickling. You could have had that. But you have this innate ability to let in every goal that goes 5-hole on you. You have just the innate, perfect ability to let everyone in. It's honestly mesmerizing. They shouldn't be making an Amazon documentary on the Leafs season. They should be making it on how Mikko Koskinen ends up missing all of these saves. I'm not expecting him to stop all these shots. I would like him to stop 1 or 2. Of those goals, 1 or 2 of them would have been nice. Because at some point, we know the defense in front of him is bad. The goalie has to be able to do something. And tonight, Mike Smith did more than Mikko Koskinen did. That's a fact. Nobody can debate me. That's not wrong. Mikko Koskinen did better. Sorry, no. He did better at raising my blood pressure. But Mike Smith did better. He just did better. And you know what, Mikko? It's honestly gotten to the point where with Mikko Koskinen where today we claimed Alex Stalock, right? That's not a bad get. He's somebody who's not on the most expensive of contracts. Nice little waiver claim. You can bring him in to be a goalie. We need goaltending depth. It's honestly getting to a point where if this team waives Mikko Koskinen, I'm not going to be mad. He's making $4.5 million. Which, by the way, guys, he's making $4.5 million for 2 years. He's here to stay. Or he's getting bought out. But he's here, baby. Thanks, Peter. Thanks a lot, Peter. For signing a guy who had, like a .905 save percentage to a 3-year deal at 4.5? Thanks, Peter. Thanks for the nice parting gift. And when I say that, I mean it because he literally got fired 2 days after he signed the contract. I don't care about Mikko Koskinen at this point. Send him down to the minors. I think he needs it. Honestly, they sometimes send players down to the minors just because, they've been playing so poorly. They just need that reboosted confidence. I remember they did that with Kotkaniemi in Montreal last year. And he came back up and he did better. Let's do that with Mikko. What do we have to lose? What, you think having Mikko Koskinen on the team, is going to, not having him there is going to negate the performance? How much worse can you get? Actually. And listen, I understand that in his last outing, I went and checked. I think he had, 43 saves against Calgary? He was playing Calgary, first off, who did not have a good game at all, and who were not in the best stretch of hockey at that point. And number 2, I don't care if you have 1 good game, because the entire story of your season has been 1 good game, 2 bad games. 1 good game, 2 bad games. 1 good game, 2 bad games. It's getting to the point where it's not worth it. When is this team going to step up and find the balls to say, you know what, this isn't working, let's pull the plug on it? Will they ever? Who knows? The power play. You had 6 minutes and 3 seconds to do something. And the best that you did was allow Toronto to have 2 great shorthanded opportunities. When did this power play, which was one of the best power plays of all time last year, let's remember that, when did it become so inconsistent that sometimes it would go 6 for 14 over a few game stretch, and then sometimes it would go 0 for 11 over a few game stretch? When did it get that inconsistent? When did it get that bad? And listen, I don't like blaming McDavid. I don't like blaming Draisaitl, because at the end of the day, these two are star players, right? They are star players, and they've done so much for this team. But come on, we needed something tonight. Like I said, I don't want to blame them, but these guys are paid $12.5 million and $8.5 million. They're paid to perform, if not every game, almost every game. There's a reason it's a rarity when Connor McDavid doesn't get on the board. Now we're facing a situation where in back-to-back games, neither of these two guys have gotten on the board. They need to show up on Wednesday. They need to. It's as simple as that. The defense, I kind of want to rip apart. But tonight, while there were mistakes, I can't fully rip them apart. You know, yes, Ethan Bear and Evan Bouchard should have been able to do something on one of those first 2 goals. They were bad. Someone should have covered Zach Hyman on the first goal. Yeah. That being said, though, Mikko Koskinen should have stopped something. He shouldn't have just let it go by him like the wind. So I'm not going to fully blame this defense tonight. I'm not going to rip them apart as much as they probably should be ripped apart. Congrats, you get off scotch-free tonight. So many problems with this team that need to get fixed. So many. And listen, I'm sorry. I know that we just came off of a 5-game winning streak, but do me a favor. Go back and look at the opponents during that winning streak. Tell me, how reputable of a winning streak was it? Let's be honest here. They fought a really close game against the Jets that they won, which it looked there for a moment like they weren't going to. And by moment, I mean a lot of moments. They got 2 wins over a crumbling Canucks team, and 2 wins off of a fragile Flames team that has lost to the Ottawa Senators by 4 or more goals, if I'm not mistaken, twice in the past calendar week. Wow. So intimidating. So many quality wins. Very good to see. Right? This team smokescreened us. They made us look like they were good, but really all it was inflated stats against not as good teams. Let's be honest here. That's what it was. Michael Hutchinson, man. It couldn't even be Freddie or Jack. I would have been happy if it was one of those two. It's goddamn Michael Hutchinson, right? It has to be Hutchinson. Has to be Hutchinson. I swear to God, if we don't score 5 goals on them in the next game, if we don't win the next game, expect even more. Honestly, you know what? I haven't done a live stream yet this year. I think I genuinely have to pull out the live stream this game. This game against Toronto. Because if it goes anything like the last 2 games, you're about to get some reaction gold from me. You're about to get some golden content, some golden reactions from me. Because the amount of rage, like, you think I'm mad now. You should have seen me during the game. I'm done. I'm done. I think I've said what I need to say. Michael Hutchinson, man. Michael Hutchinson. Michael goddamn Hutchinson. I just... Michael Hutchinson, man. Why?